games. So I want to know what y'all since you know what I'm saying we don't really dive too deep into video games as much. Let's just go ahead and dive into some Unreal Engine 5. A lot of people I'm hearing is going crazy about this here because of the tech demo that I was seeing about on this Unreal 5. It's for the play is a demo for the PlayStation 5, but people not realizing the Unreal Engine 5 is going to be doing more games than just one or two PlayStation exclusives. They have a plethora of different games that they have that they coming out. Flip was telling me about one earlier that uses the Unreal Engine 5. And say, Flip, can you elaborate a little bit on what other consoles that what other companies
But
that use
they was supposed to be
Unreal
using
5?
it. Well, according
Oh,
to Phil
I
Smith, I
thought y'all
believe.
wanted me to flash out. I'm gonna be good.
Oh shit. According to what Phil had tweeted and stuff like that, he was saying that there's other games that's using it, or there's other games that he got coming out that using Unreal Engine 5, and supposedly what's the game that we kept seeing that looked crazy with the chick and the teeth and all that other stuff? What's the name of that
Hellblade,
game? Hellblade 2 supposed to
Hellblade.
be using it. Hellblade 2 supposed to be using that Unreal
Hellblade
Engine.
use Unreal.
Unreal
It use
Engine.
Unreal,
Using
but
Unreal. Yeah, no, he was saying Unreal Engine 5. It's supposed to be using that too. So
In most
yeah,
games that's using Unreal Engine 4, 9 times out of
so,
yeah,
10, when they make a sequel, it's going to use Unreal Engine 5. It's
yeah.
better to port it over that way 90% of the time
So far,
anyway.
he did say he have other games that's using it also. So that we know nothing of that's working on it also. So so you might be right, Stu. It might be Unreal Engine 4, but he also said there was other games that's supposed to be using it that they got on the work that they're working on as we speak. Is using Unreal Engine
Hey,
I mean,
hey, hey,
5. Oh, we know
I
Gears
just
of
want
War
to throw,
5
I just
might
want to
be
throw
used.
something out.
Gears of War 6 might be
I just
using it.
want to,
So we
I just
don't
want
know.
to, nah, 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 nah. Xbox, far as Gears and Halo, they use their own system. But just about all the rest of them shooters use an Unreal system.
No, on Gears use it
They
because
got
Gears showcase Unreal. They always showcase
Gears have
Unreal.
always been Unreal.
They always, all every last Gear always use Unreal. So Unreal 6 might be one of the games he might have been talking about that's going to
well,
use that's
but
going to
Unreal
use
Engine
on
5,
Gear 6.
but think about the
I'm talking about the actual system. I ain't talking about like promoted. I'm talking about who actually you got to use their system in the game. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what
Gears.
I'm
saying?
saying.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying
yeah,
that.
yeah, they engine
yeah.
they
That's
I'm saying
Gears.
it's a lot of games. Is PlayStation can't? There's no way possible PlayStation could corner that market when
Oh no,
I
oh
no,
can think
no,
hell
of at
no.
no,
least 20
no, no, no,
games.
Hell
no,
no.
no.
They try
Hell
to,
no, no,
but they will
no.
try to advertise like that's what they doing, and the
That's what they
fanboys want
saying.
to make
Yeah,
it look like that. But in reality,
that is exclusive.
better
Yeah,
than
and
that.
it's not. Yeah, and it's not.
Yeah, but see, I if they go now, most of them games like that, if they using the Unreal Engine, that mean they multiplayer.
No, 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 no,
No, no,
no.
no, no. They don't got to be multi-plat because Gears of War use it, and that's not
No, I
multi-plat.
said most, not
Most?
all.
Oh yeah,
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 don't
Most,
even.
not
But
Yeah,
all.
yes, more,
yeah.
yes,
You right.
more.
Yeah,
yeah.
most of them. You right. Yeah,
Hey,
most
but
of them.
Stu made this point here. Check this out. It made me throwing on this here. If like how you were saying, if Hellblade is using Unreal Engine 4, right? That's this new Hellblade that's coming out. If they're using Unreal Engine 4 and it's looking like that, just imagine when Unreal Engine 5
Hold on,
hit.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, Chuck.
I think it
If
gotta be Unreal
Unreal,
Engine 5 because they look too
hold on,
good for it.
hold on, Chuck. Wait a minute. Are we sure that Hellblade is not using Unreal Engine 5? Because we don't know when Hellblade is coming out. We don't know when
Yeah,
that game is
yeah,
coming out. We
yeah.
have no idea. So Hellblade could be using Unreal Engine 5. That's why I'm saying like Gears. I think Gear might use Unreal Engine 5. It might. That's a big might. I'm saying it
Yeah,
might.
but
But
see,
I'm just saying like
yeah,
we don't
they
know.
always use that Unreal Engine, didn't it? They use the Unreal
Yeah.
Engine. Yeah, and it's another engine company that I know Frostbite. I think they finna do it. They finna make a new engine. Well, no, they just made a new engine last year.
Yes,
with EA.
Battlefield.
Huh?
For Battlefield. For the new Battlefield.
Right, yeah. So I mean, I'm thinking like a lot of these engines they building now is gonna be equipped for like with what they call hooks for more like games that you put a base game and you can add stuff into the game and it, you know what I'm saying, like steady hook stuff onto the game. So I'm thinking more
My
engines is starting
station,
to be more based to be
station
compatible with that.
Mortal Kombat ran off Unreal system.
Yeah. MK do run on Unreal Engine, huh?
Not only that, who else uses it? That Batman, the Batman games or whatever that been made by
Arkham series.
Rocksteady. Yeah, that's
You mean
Unreal.
Arkham
The
series?
Bandai Namco game, Bandai
Yeah,
Namco,
they use Unreal.
they ran off on Unreal. Yeah, like it's a lot of it's a lot of stuff ran off Unreal.
Yeah, but then it depends on
A
how
lot.
they may utilize it.
Different
You know what I'm
genres.
saying? So who knows what that is? That's a straight up adventure game. It remind me of Tomb Raider. So hey, it's a good looking game though. I give you that. But my thing is, what do you see what Microsoft do to it?
No,
Right.
it's not a game. It wasn't a game. It was a tech demo. Well, a lot of people don't understand that. Listen,
I thought that
it
was a
Oh,
was
so
game
that's
that
what
one
they was
yeah,
working
character.
I
on.
did hear that was a
I thought
tech
it was a
demo,
game
but
that they was
man, that would have
working
been a
on.
fire game.
No, but
That's all
guess what?
it is.
They,
That
they,
demo. Damn. That's all.
yes, it's not a game. So they can turn up the graphics because it's one NPC, it's one character on stage walking, right? You don't have a lot of fighting taking place. So you can turn up the graphics and everything because it's only one character you have, right? It wasn't like a million character. And when even they show her face, the blackout around her, so they can concentrate. To me, when I look at that tech demo and I look at Hellblade is a better looking.
It
Is
is.
better looking.
It is.
Hellblade 2 is better looking. I went
I'm
back and I
just saying
watched
the way
both of
they
it
use it.
in 4K and I
Uh,
realized Hellblade is better looking. Look back at Hellblade and you'll realize shit, Hellblade is groundbreaking. But I think Hellblade is going to be 30 frames though. For
I
the
mean,
graphics that it has, it's going to be
yeah.
30.
I mean, but a game like that, 30 frames would not, it to me is not a make or break for a game like that. Or bench game, I feel like 30 frames it could still do it justice because a game like that is more about the in depth of the environment and the look and the feel of the game more than the frames per second. The frames per game like a first person shooter, you need 60. You need 60. A
Yeah,
game
you
like
need
Tomb Raider,
60.
you could 30. I'll take 34K on Tomb Raider over 60 1080 on Tomb Raider.
but you gotta realize, like, I mean, me and Lemon was having this conversation last night, and I always said it. I've been saying this. No game, all games do not need to be 60 frames per second. I'm sorry, it don't. It
Right.
just does not. It just don't need it. Like, why does it need that? Some games just don't need it. Only games needed is fast-paced games and stuff like that. I can see your fighter, your sports game, some certain sports game or whatever, and shooters. All games don't need to utilize that for what?
Right. That's
That's
like
too much.
baseball.
That's too much
Baseball
they
don't need
have.
to have 60 frames. It could run off
Right,
30 frames and you won't miss a beat.
right. All games don't require that.
No,
So
because you used to watching even basketball games don't need to be 60 because they used to watching it on TV and on
Yep.
TV it's 24 frames per second. When we watch TV and watch a game or a movie, it's 24 frames per second. It's
That's
not
why
60.
And that's why people don't even realize now certain games, 60 frames, even games that I say I wouldn't even think about, like let's say Forza. Forza, people say 120 frames is an advantage
Mm-mm.
over somebody with 60 frames. But me personally, I don't know. But a game like that, if you're a hardcore racer, I can understand it might be like round the curve, it might be a slight, you know what I'm saying, a slight touch that you might be doing in if it's missing, if it's skipping through the frames, you might need, I can see something like that, right? You know what I'm saying, for precision. Anything that got to be so precise, I can see that. But a game that's like you say, let's say even a game like Ori and the Blind Forest, even though it's a side scrolling, it's a beautiful game. In certain aspects, I feel like it don't need to be 60. It could have been 30. And that's just my personal opinion. Certain games just don't need it.
Agreed.
But yeah. So chaos to win MIA, you know what I'm saying? He ain't see the tech demo, huh?
I don't know. I don't even know if he cared.
The only thing I really want, I want 4K. That's what I don't want 1080p. I don't want 1440p. I want 4K. And the reason why I want 4K is because I invested in a 4K TV. That's why I want 4K. You understand? If I didn't invest in a 4K TV, I wouldn't want 4K. Why would I want 1080p now? Right?
Microsoft put 1080p to bed. Put them in the ground.
Right. I mean, like, to me, 4K right now is I got a 4K TV, but still certain stuff. I would love to have that cinematic view, but that's like a game that's supposed to be beautiful. That's when I gotta have that 4K. That's when it gotta be 4K. It gotta be a beautiful game, but a normal game that don't require precise movement. 30 frames is always cool. So a lot of people make that argument, and I always feel like that those are type of questions that the dev always should have in mind of what's best for the game. I mean, I'm cool with if it give you options, if it don't change the mechanic of the game. But I feel like if the devs say, okay, this game here could be 4K, but I think it's gonna slack if we drop it to 30 frames. I think it should stay 1440p or drop it down to 1080p and do 60 frames because this game needs this here. But if it's a game that say, okay, well, it ain't gonna break the game. If you want a 4K 30 frames or you want 1080p 60 frames, you could choose. You know what I'm saying? If it don't break the game, I'm cool with that. But speaking about changing and breaking the games, man, y'all want to go ahead and change and break the game to this subject, this topic here that was one of us that was brought to us by the flip money himself. Hey, say Flip. When I seen the news, I heard about the cancellation of the Supergirl movie, but it was in the spite of Henry Cavill. The talk they saying about Henry Cavill is coming back as Superman. I mean, like, he is supposed to be Man of Steel 2, right? But they have a lot of people saying that the rumors is not true because it have not been signed and confirmed because he's in talks because he said he want more money and the success he have on this Witcher show on Netflix, he actually deserved being able to play three different completely characters in a movie in the last 5 years that's iconic, and he played these roles as completely different people, and you really don't. When you're watching The Witcher, it's sometimes you look at him and say Superman, but you start getting immersed into the character and you start fading away from saying this Superman and start saying, okay, he's a better actor than what I thought, and you start seeing him as the Witcher, and to me he even sound like the Witcher. I don't know if that's actually him, but he sounds just like the Witcher. But so my question is, let's go ahead and hop to the guest, man. Say, Stu P, what you think about Henry Cavill coming back as Superman in the Man of Steel 2, and the fact of that's pushing out Supergirl with the SWJ?
My problem with the Man of Steel 2, my problem is that the best Disney movie that have been made in the last couple, the best DC movie, sorry, that has been made in the last couple of years to me is the Joker and Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn wasn't as good as the Joker. They need good writers. He's a good actor. I need a good story. That's my problem with Superman. I need a gritty.
Those techniques evolve and grow over time. It's always worth keeping an eye out for dye flowers.